Cheers, boys.
Cheers, boys.
What's it? 25 years since '96. I'm joined by a few of my old premiership teammates, Anthony Stevens, Glenn Archer and Ian Fairley, here at Colonial Brewing Co. 94 preliminary final, 95 preliminary final, and ultimately the flag success in '96. Did you guys feel that we were building towards that?
You know, we had the team there. We just probably didn't have a lot of luck in '94.
Gary Ablett, 5 metres out. Any score will do. Geelong are in the grand final.
And Carlton were probably better, the best team in '95, and you know, we had the luck in '96 and we got there, and yeah, so we're definitely building, I think. Yeah,
it was hard to picture playing in a grand final. Even though we played in the prelims, and in hindsight you go, okay, we built to it, we got to a grand final, we won a grand final. But when it's all happening, I know what you guys were like. I just couldn't picture myself running out on grand final day. Because I've watched it all my life, but to try and see yourself actually do it, just felt surreal to me, and that I didn't think we were ever going to get there.
Yeah.
I think in '93, you know, the first year Dennis took over as coach, is that we had such a huge build-up leading into the finals, sitting on top of the ladder and etc. But I think having a younger side, that we actually started to fatigue mentally and physically. We didn't hit our straps leading into the finals then. And I think we had a few injuries in the number of years after getting into '96. So we knew it was building over that time to see our success we had in '96.
I actually do remember that season being a bit of a roller coaster.
it was.
I think the most we ever won on the trot that year was 3.
We talked a lot about the shinbone and spirit and what it was. That was probably the '90s and really where it come to, and it actually worked for us because we loved that, us against them and etc. And Ronnie Joseph actually, we had dinner, he gave a speech with a couple of other people and then took us out onto the centre of the ground, you know, when the lights were off and it's dark.
When he'd finished and we're standing in the middle of the G in the dark, and he'd asked us all to sort of hand around the cup and just close your eyes and imagine what it'd be like in a month's time holding that cup. You know, like it was almost like it had sort of just flicked the switch to go, okay, we're on now, this is our time.
You know, that actually went a long way to kind of, you know, really knuckle down and make sure we focus in leading into the grand final to get it right. But I actually loved Dennis when we were actually winning games. He always has this mentality that we were one game closer to losing. So he was actually harder on us when we were winning games than he was when we were losing.
From the first game I played under him in the 19s to the last game, after game, you know, I went through every single, gee, Ian, you're terrific today, son. Glenn, you've got to go home and have a good look in the mirror, you know, whether you want to be a part of this team. I remember even guys like Ross Glendenning, you know, coming and training with the under-19s when Dennis was a coach, you know, because he potentially couldn't have made senior training. And they would just go, get me away from this, right? Get me away from this bloke because it's just so hard and so tough.
Well, we used to watch them. We used to watch under-19s after training, and we go, it's crazy. And our training was just like it was just off the charts in terms of what other AFL clubs did. I think he set the tone for future in terms of the way you train footballers.
Pushed down towards Chapman. Couldn't pick it up cleanly. Sock it off the ground. There it is.
So boys, 25 years on, what's it now sort of mean for you?
In your football resume, it's just everything. You played in a premiership, and to be able to play in one it's just the ultimate. When you think back now, like if I was retired now and I wasn't a premiership player, there'd be just that massive void there, because that's why you played to win a premiership. So I feel so fortunate and lucky in a way, because you've got to turn up at the club at the right time. Yeah. I turned up at the right time.
The biggest thing that I'm proud of is essentially helping the football club make history. You know, we've only won 4 premierships at this footy club, but the excitement of actually seeing, you know, our members, what, you know, the time and effort they put into, you know, buying memberships and going to games, you know, etc., to give us players the opportunity, and coaches and etc., opportunity to actually go and do something we love.
Yeah, for me, it's look back, it's a special moment in my life, and it's a special moment in the football club's life, and a special moment in everyone I play with's life. So very humbled to be part of that experience, and you know, as Art says, I was probably the right spot at the right time, you know, but as Dennis says, you make your own luck too, and yeah, just a proud moment in my life, and something I'm proud to look back at, you know, and with a lot of happiness, yeah.